Hey family, it's Netta back at you with another video. I hope you all are fine. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are blessed. So family, we're going to talk about the not so much harp on the Asian boycott, but I'm so glad to see that this is going as it is going and it is getting bigger, it is growing, and we need to keep that momentum up because let me tell you something. We have put for the last 60 years, I'm almost 60, we have put too much money even before that in other communities. You see, when we were to ourselves, we made sure that we had flourishing businesses, vibrant shops that we could go in and shop in. We could have afternoon lunch with tea in some of our own established restaurants. We had so many things at our fingertips. You know, often people talk about how in the Bible the curses will be reversed from the children of the Most High to, from the children of the Most High to the Gentile nations. And I think we are seeing that. See, it didn't say how it was going to happen, it just said that it was going to happen. And so we are seeing that in progress. Okay, and let me tell you some things we can do, and it's not wrong to love yourself. And all of these communities that are bashing Black Americans for loving themselves and reverting to ourselves have issues, and we should not be paying any attention to what these people are saying, okay? Because at the end of the day, what is most important is that we build our community back up. We're going to start with this. The idea of keeping the black dollar in the black community is not a new thing. This is something that our ancestors did. There were so many flourishing towns, as I said already, Black Wall Street, and so many others that were burned down or flooded out and made into lakes and things like that because it was to keep us from building generational wealth. See, they want to keep us at the bottom, but we refuse to stay at the bottom. And so we continue to pull ourselves up by those non bootstraps and boots that we didn't get, okay? No 40 acres and no mule. But see, we have begun to climb up out of that economic deficit that we had been in. The curses are reversing, and we are at the helm of doing it ourselves. We're not waiting on somebody else to do it. By this boycott, we're doing it. So, as I said, it's not anything new. This is something that has occurred for a long time, and it increases business growth. For us to shop with our own selves, which we should be doing, okay, anyway, because many of these other communities do not shop with us. It, when we spend money in the black businesses, that helps that black business to meet certain obligations and quotas and to keep going. See, we can't fall for this okey doke anymore. The okey doke is done and over with. We can hire black employees. That's another benefit. We ensure that say there's you know a, a crash in the job market. Well, if we have businesses that are flourishing because black people are buying from one another, then we can employ our own people. It's not racist. It's not racist. Everybody does it all the time. Okay? You can hire who you want to hire. It doesn't have to be based off race. It's based off lineage, okay? And we don't even have to advertise that. So, shh and be quiet. You don't have to tell anybody that. We can expand our operations and increase technology. And we have people in our community that are whizzes at the technology field. They know the AI and everything like that. I'm trying to learn myself at my 60-year age, almost 60, because it's important, and this is the way. that the world is going. Uh, More employment opportunities and a greater workforce experience increase our household incomes. That's how we build generational wealth, is by being able to employ other black people in our community. I'm just going to say it like that. And being able to ensure that we have that continual, resource and cash and working with other people, other black people, to build that wealth. We can also, make sure that businesses, young people who are trying to get into the business world, who need mentors and things like that, even investors, we can invest in our young people. There are some young people that have so many great ideas about business opportunities, and we have to listen to the youth because let's build our community through our young. Okay, let's say what else? I already said we can sponsor increase local ownership. You know, I am uh very tired of going in the black community and see everything but black businesses. I see Indian businesses. I see Arab businesses. I see Asian businesses. I see white businesses. Very seldom do you run into black businesses. Well, now that is changing because more and more black people are getting, creating businesses that are helpful in many different ways. Okay, and whether they're running small corporations or small mom and pop businesses, it doesn't matter. It is a business, a black owned business in the community that is needed to meet supply and demand for our people, and that's what we need. A lot of times you think about, people want to say, well, why should we just shop uh, with ourselves? Well, then we don't have to deal with racism. You know, I am tired of seeing these videos of black women going in these nail salons and these other salons and being, or beauty supply places, and being berated and abused. It makes no sense. We deserve better than that for our dollars. Why should you pay somebody to whoop your ass in their shop? Or they have a hate crime bill, call law enforcement on you, and then you're charged with a hate crime for something that you didn't even do. It it is not for us to continue spinning our wheels like that. It is not wise. So it is okay. Don't let nobody tell you that starting a black owned business is or shopping with predominantly black people when you're a black person. All communities do the same thing. The Chinese shop with the Chinese, the Asians or the Asians with the Asians, you know, the Arabs with the Arabs. Everybody goes to their community for what they want, except us. We have been berated down to just go to everybody else for everything else. No, that time is over. We're not doing that anymore. It's done. Um, there's so many things that come with black people, uh, starting their own businesses and predominantly shopping with one another and engaging with one another. It brings a sense of community. And we need that sense of community now. It's time for us to have that sense of community. Black people, I love you, love you, love you, love you so much. We just have to go and be great. That's it and that's all. We don't need anybody to tell us that this is not the time. This is the perfect time for us, and we are doing it. We are showing them that we're not tolerating their shit anymore at all, period, for any reason. Excuse my French. So some would say FAFO. Some would say, hey, this is the way it's going. Some would say a whole lot of things, but we're just going to say Saranara. Saranara to the Asian businesses in our community. And the few clunes that go and remove the L, you know what I'm talking about, that go in those nail salons and those beauty supplies, don't worry. When times get real detrimental for the Asians and they get really angry because I'm seeing they're already breaking in their own stores or vandalizing their own stores to make it look like black people are doing that. That's not the case. We don't have time for that. So let's take our business and our money to places where we are valued. All right? All right, family. I thank you all so much. Um, for the YouTube people, if you are subscribed already, please subscribe. For those are not, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And for those that are just visiting, if you like it over here, come on over here and rock with us. We would love to have you. And for the my other friends over on TikTok, I have a lot of friends at TikTok, but we welcome all the more the merry. All right, family, take care. Thanks so much. Peace, love, and blessings. And remember, Black Power every day, all day. All right, take care. Bye bye.